All right, it's that time of year when we start preparing for map testing. So we're going to click on these online tools training, and today we're focused on mathematics. Once you click math, you will see a drop down of all the grades. Pick the grade that you are currently in. So 6th graders, you're clicking grade 6. 7, click grade 7. And 8, obviously, you're picking grade 8. For this example, I'm picking grade 7, but you are picking your current grade. Once you click your grade, you will see the username and password screen show up. For this, they give you a mock username and password. On your actual map test, your teacher will hand you a little slip of paper, and on that slip, it will have your specific username and your specific password. But for this one, we are just going to copy down the one that they give us and move on. So we're going to hit continue, and you'll see this screen. There's 2 sessions listed here. Session 1 is just a bunch of different types of questions. You could have anything from written responses to graphing, to multiple choice, to matching, while in session 2, it is your performance event. So I do want you to practice both of these. That way there's no surprises on your actual map test. But for this video, we are just going to take a look at session 1. Once it finally loads, you will see these 3 circles. We are just going to go through. These are all of the same instructions that will show up on your actual map testing screen, in which we are going to go over all of these awesome tools here in a second. So you just keep clicking that next button. Seems like it's going to go on forever, but it won't. Begin test. Lovely. So you will see at the top the question appears, and at the very top, underneath the session name, you have all of these tools. So you have the pointer, the highlighter, the sticky notes, the magnifying glass, the line guide, calculator, graphing tool, as well as the reference sheet. So the reference sheet is super important. This is the same reference sheet that 6th grade through 8th grade will have, so everybody has the exact same one. At the top, we have conversions, so just converting between different units, it helps you do that. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see all these formulas. So you see grade level, figure, and formula. Grade level is super important because it tells you whether or not your grade will be using this or potentially using this on the map test. So if you see 6th, 7th, and 8th, that means that anybody in 6th, 7th, and 8th could be using this formula on the test. If you see only a 7 and an 8, that means only 7th grade and 8th graders would be needing that formula. And then when you scroll down a little bit further, you see just an 8. So that means only 8th graders would need that formula. So you will never use a formula on here that does not match your grade level. 8th grade, super important for you to realize that all the linear equations are here for you. You have the slope-intercept form and standard form. And then they also give you the Pythagorean theorem for triangles. So do not forget that those are there. When you hit exit out, we're going to now click on the graphing tool. This mostly will apply to 8th graders only, but it shows up Desmos, in which you've been using this year. But you can type in a formula or an equation that they give you, and let's say I didn't know what the y-intercept was. Now I can type in that equation, and then I can see the y-intercept. Awesome tool to have. Now the calculator. When you click the calculator, you'll see 2 different calculator options. Basic would be just your basic 4-function calculator. You have multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction on the side, square roots, as well as the fraction button. So this is similar to Big Ideas. So if I wanted to see what a fraction's decimal might be, I would type in my fraction and then I see the decimal on the side. The scientific calculator has more functions, and so it has the basic 4-function calculator as well as some off to the side. So you have your parentheses, you have your exponents, your absolute value, your square roots, and all the things that you might need for this test. So similar to Big Ideas, if I wanted to see what something to the power of 3 was, it gives it off to the side here. This keypad over here is not a calculator. This would be how you would type in your answer for a written response. You can actually click the buttons, or you can type them on your keyboard. Pretty simple. If I did not know how to use this, I can hit the flag button, and then I can come back to it later. Your teachers will be giving you Linksbucks if you are using different tools. So if you are annotating important information in math, that would be numbers that are important. So maybe 12 gallons of gasoline, a total of $36.60. Those seem important. I might highlight that so that way it stands out to me. But like I said, your teachers will give Linksbucks if they see you using these tools. The different types of questions vary. So you have written response like you could have saw on the last page, and then you have multiple choice. Again, use those tools. So if I know for sure it is not one of these answers, then I can exit those out. You'll get Linksbucks for using those. You might also have things like checking the boxes that apply to your answer. So for example, 6 and 6x are not like terms, so I would click unlike terms. Well, 4x and 6x are, and so I would click like terms. So you will just go through and click those, and then you might see some matching. The matching isn't just like drawing a line to and from. You have to click on the actual box and then click the box you want to match it to draw the line. If you are looking at this and you're like, I have absolutely no idea how to solve this problem, I do not know what 23/90ths is as a decimal, I can use my handy dandy calculator. I just need that basic section, and I can type in that fraction and it will give me the decimal. Remember that on a calculator, it rounds the last number. So that last number is not always accurate. So it actually does not end in a 6. That 5 goes on forever. And so we actually know that that 5 repeats, which would mean that the 23/90ths goes with the one with the line above the 5 and only the 5. Process of elimination, we can figure out our last one. So you will see all different types of questions you might have to graph, but you are just going to play around with this tool and hopefully feel confident with the program and the tools and everything before going into map testing.